minus 5/3 x plus something squared is equal to negative 1/3 plus that same something squared. What is the something, Nick? Wax back. 5/6. Very good. Dividing by 2 or multiplying by 1/2 is the same thing. God bless you. So 5/3 times 1/2 is 5/6. Ryan, what does the left-hand side factor into?
X minus 5/6.
X minus 5/6. On the right, what should I do first according to my order of operations? I should square 5/6. Okay, when I square 5/6, it becomes what? 25/36. Okay, now I'm going to be adding this to negative 1/3, but I need a common denominator. So I'm going to make negative 1/3 something over 36. What's that going to become? Negative 12/36. All right, and what's negative 12 plus 25? 13/36 is equal to this expression. All right, and now I'm ready to do what? Take the square root of both sides, simplify, bring your 5/6 over. From here, the steps are identical every single time. Take the square root of both sides, plus or minus. Can you reduce square root of 13? No. Can you reduce the square root of 36? Yes. Okay. And then we're going to bring our 5/6 over. Becomes plus 5/6 since they're both over 6. Then I can simply say 5 plus or minus the square root of 13 over 6. That means both fractions are over 6. And that was number 40. You with me now, Luke? Number 42. Testing if it's factorable. What would you ask yourself, James?
Factorable.
No. To see if it was factorable, we would say, what are factors of what? 24. Do we have factors of 24?
Why 24?
Because we take the product of these two. Okay? Are there factors of 24 that add up to 7?
Yes.
No. Factors of 24. 6 and 4, that adds up to 10. 3 and 8, that adds up to 11. 12 and 2, that adds up to 14. Okay, there's none that add up to 7. So we're going to complete the square, but first I have to get rid of the 2 in front of the x squared. So, Aaron, what am I going to do? Huh? I'm going to divide everything by 2. And I'm going to take that last term, put it to the other side, and set up to complete the square. So I'm going to have x squared minus 7/2 x plus something squared equals negative 6 plus something squared. What's the something, Sean? 7/4. Caleb, what does the left-hand side factor down to give you?
X minus 7/4.
X minus 7/4 squared. Okay? Kirsten, on the other side, what should I do first? And what do you get when you square 7/4? 49/16. Very good. Okay? Now you can't just say negative 6 plus 49/16 is negative 6 over 49/16. Why? Well, first off, you can't just combine that. Like if you had 1 plus 1/4 is 1 and 1/4. You can't just combine it because one's negative and one's positive. All right, so we need to find a common denominator, which is going to be 16, and then we need to transform 6. How do we do that? 6 times 16, okay? Which is? Six times 16 is 96, is it not? Okay. What's negative 96 plus 49? And now we're ready to finish it off.
Well, you get negative 96 and 16.
Because okay. This comes from 7/4 squared. 7 squared over 4 squared. To add these two together, or subtract them, because one's negative, one's positive, I'm going to put them both over a denominator of 16. So, negative 6 was understood at the beginning to be 6 over 1. 1 times 16 gave me this denominator. So 6 times 16 will give me the numerator. Taking a fraction and converting it into the same fraction, just a different denominator. Okay, it's just in higher terms. All right, so we take the square root of both sides, and I'm going to be dealing with what kind of numbers here? Imaginary numbers, because I'm going to be looking for the square root of a negative. All right, so I have x minus 7/4 equals plus or minus. That part's easy. There's no thinking involved. All right, can you reduce 47 to anything other than 47? No. But this is the square root of what? A negative. So I have to show I on the outside, and then the square root of 47. Yes?
Like, okay, they can't both be negative because then that would make the fraction positive, so
Exactly.
you always just,
Apply it to the numerator. Anytime you have a negative fraction, apply it to the numerator.
so if the negative square root was in the denominator, you wouldn't take out an I.
No, you would if it was, but since we only have one minus sign, we're going to put it in the numerator. Okay? The whole fraction is negative. And by putting the I, you're not going to put the I in the denominator. It goes in the numerator. It's part of the numerator. Okay? That's just how it is. When we add 7/4 to both sides, because they are both over 4, it's positive 7 plus or minus I square roots of 47 over 4. Okay, the next one, it's already set up to complete the square because the 1.2 is on the other side. I don't have a coefficient in front of x squared. All I've got to do is show my empty spaces here where I'm going to complete the square. And don't let the decimals freak you out. Think of the number without a decimal. What's 1.4 divided by 2? What's 14 divided by 2? 7, but there's a decimal point there, right? It's 0.7. So, Reese, what does this left-hand side factor down to? Why don't you know? This is like the, what, 6th, 7th problem we've done. We always do the same thing at this point. You haven't been paying attention. The square root of the first term, and whatever this number is, simply comes down. And it's plus because of this sign. Squared. On the other side, we have to take care of our exponents first, and 0.7 squared is what, Elizabeth? 0.7 squared is 0.49. It's not 0.7 times 2. It's 0.7 times itself.